Shing shing. Chick-fil-A TCG.
It's a great day here at the Mesquite, Texas Unique Regional. I have Jonathan Chao. How are you doing today, man?
Hey, how's it going? I just scrubbed out top cut, but you know, we're okay.
Good, yeah. Top 32, right?
Yeah, top 32.
So you already have your national invite before,
Yeah.
but this is another day playing. What did you play today?
Played Whitebeard yet again. I only play this deck. It's trying to die, but I'm trying to keep it alive.
My first question is why? Why play Newgate in general? Or why do you play Newgate?
He's my favorite character in the anime. That's the only reason.
Yeah, the world's strongest man. So
world's
it matches
strongest
these
man.
muscles.
I love him.
God damn, got that gat. Okay, what we're gonna do a little deck list and just ask us some questions.
Cool.
With that, let's just go over your list. What's the first card you want to show us?
All right, yeah, let's start. I got the 3 Namis instead of 4, and you'll see why in a sec. Very obvious. You need the searchers for like events. Your Rush Luffy, which is like core of your deck, and then a lot of times your Nico Robins, and then you have the 3 Ezo searchers. Your second, one of your other most important cards is like Ace for most matchups, and then Marco and Thatch for the Gecko matchup, or for the Black Yellow Luffy matchup. And the reason I run 3 of those each is because I run 3 different searchers.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of troll, but it worked out today or yesterday. You whiff a lot, but this is how we ended up. So you have 9 total searchers and then 3 of each.
Yeah, with that, just to go over this, I mean, are you generally just playing these searchers? Do you mulligan for these every time just so you have a swing on your second turn? Or?
Yeah, as long as I have 1 searcher in hand, I'll keep. And if I don't have any searchers, like the other 4 cards don't matter. As long as I have a searcher.
Do you have any other 1-drops like Nico Robin? I know that wasn't used before.
The Nico Robin, let me pull it out. I have 3 Nikos. I actually really wanted at 4, but because of the 3 searchers and ratios, there was only way to slot in 3.
Did that come in pretty good, like every game, or?
Nico's really good with the aces.
Yeah.
So for Uta and for Shiraya, these are super important. Also, of course, like just the 1-drop Rebekkas.
Okay.
The 0 cost. 4 cost 0.
Yeah, people forget about this combo. This is a pretty good combo.
Yeah, it's super important for the Uta matchup.
Sick. All right.
Yeah, so for Uta, basically, like, it's one of your shittier matchups, and if you don't have this, it's impossible to clear when they put Kid down and put a blocker down.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, got it. What's the next card we're going for?
All right, so we'll do the events for Buggy first. Pretty basic. You need counter, so you have the 2 guard points. And then, obviously, the best card, the best red event in the whole game is the Rad Beam, so 4 of these.
Yep, and the other best red events?
Okay, so I run 4 of these 0 costs.
Wow.
They're actually, people really don't like these.
Okay. I mean,
because
it's good.
Yeah, like, I don't know. People don't like them. I really like them, mostly because I run a million bricks. So I run 4. I run, I think, 16 or 14 bricks or something like that.
Yeah.
And my tech cards are Fire Fist, so this also helps with Shiraya and the 4K Uda blocker. Double Fire Fist also helps with the ACOS Kid. So a lot of it is for Uda.
Specific matchups.
Yeah. Jet Pistol, again, another tech card. I've never seen it off trigger from life.
Of course.
You'll never get it off trigger from life, but this combo can deal with the ACOS Kid, and it helped me in a game against 9-cost Zoro. Because if that card sticks, you just lose. Other than that, the Jet Pistol is really good in the Law matchup for the 5-cost blockers.
Yeah.
So like a lot of things are like tech towards Uda, which is your bad matchup. Also really good for the 5-cost Luffy and Black Yellow Luffy because they can combo themselves with it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can remove those so they can't combo.
I think it's huge. Okay, cool.
Sanji just 2K searcher to be searchable via Nami, and you need at least 8 2Ks. I only run 8. I feel like I should run more, but there's no way.
I would count this as a 2K counter.
Okay,
personally.
yeah, you're right. Jozu's the other 2K counter. Thatch, as I mentioned earlier, this is actually super important for Black Yellow Luffy. After doing a lot of testing, I think this and the 4-cost Marco are the most important cards. Not like maybe more important than the 5-cost Luffy because the 5-cost Luffy can get popped pretty easily. the 4-cost blocker Marco. So I only have 3 and 2 of these because there's no way to slot in any more slots.
Yeah.
But I have 16 targets total for
the
Whitebeards. Yeah, exactly. These you almost only use exclusively for the Black Yellow Luffy matchup, so you don't really want that many, I don't think.
Yeah.
If I could, I would probably run 4 5-cost Marcos and 2 blocker Marcos, but you do need to see these sometimes. So 3 and 3 ended up being the case. So you have 6 poppers plus the 2 fire fists for the like small
reduction,
stuff. Yeah. Like because all the geckos run Rebecca now.
Yeah.
And then finally, your most important rush card is the Luffy.
Nice, great. I did want to ask a couple questions specifically. This is the one unique list without Edward Newgate himself.
Yeah.
Like, why have you taken him out? Is he just? What's your thought process on not having him at all?
I think protecting your life early feels kind of bad. There were regionals I played it and top. It feels bad to play around that. You have like 4 cards or 5 cards by the time you get to 1 life or 2 life. It just doesn't feel like Newgate to me. And this build I can just rush really hard and then keep all the other cards for blocking or countering.
Okay. My other thing is, if someone was to play this right now for next week or play it for OP07, is there anything like, how would you tell them to play? Like, should they just take every damage early and just go for game like the whole time? Or are they actually guarding out of damage? It's I don't know.
It's really hard to say. Like sometimes.
Do you find yourself taking most damage? Like if they swing 6 at you.
There are times I counter, but it's hard to like describe when. You kind of just know. Okay, so like a general rule of thumb would be if you're going to 7 Dawn, you want at least 2 lives.
Okay.
So if you're 7 Dawn and you play Ace, you can swing, and they're most likely not going to swing into a 7K because it's like a lot of Dawn investment. So, and if they swing 6 into your leader, you can block it unless you're expecting another rusher. So if like it's their last hit and they swing 6 into your lead, you just take it. The other rule is like, I only really want to play Luffy if I'm also at 0, because I don't want to be spending Dawn protecting Luffy if I'm like they're gonna swing at the Luffy instead of me.
For sure.
Yeah. So ideally, like I'm at 1 life and I play Luffy and I swing. So either way they attack, it's the same. Yeah. Unless it's like RP law, then you can play this whenever because they're gonna bottom deck anyways.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So, so playing this later is good. Well, playing this later, so on curve, you're just trying to like swing with your small units, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe playing a Thatch and an Ace or a Marco perfectly.
Your second turn should always be small plus. Like Dawn on the small guy and then 6. I guess against Enel or Black Hill Luffy, you can play the Marco. But even against Enel, I think you want to apply some type of pressure early. If they're too safe, it's probably not good. For sure on 4 Dawn against Black Yellow Luffy, you just play the Marco.
I guess I wanted to ask you, in your round yesterday, did you find any deck particularly difficult, like Red Purple Law, Black Yellow Luffy, Uta?
Red Purple Law I think is 50-50. Gecko is also 50-50. Uta is definitely unfavored. I got pretty lucky with my 2 Uta matchups. Black Yellow Luffy I would say is close to a scoop. If you can't see like your blockers and your Thatch and hopefully some
Did you face one yesterday?
Yeah, that was my only loss yesterday.
That was your loss? Okay.
I mean, he's really good. He's in top 16 still.
But did he ended up, with yours, that was being your only loss, did you face another one at all? Like
No. I got pretty lucky there.
Okay, got it. So it's a good, avoid that and then crush everything else.
I think it's like winnable. Maybe like 20-80. If the Black Yellow Luffy player isn't that familiar with the matchup, it could actually just be 50-50.
Yeah. One thing I do like about this deck is that forces your opponent to be really reactive. You're actually just proactive, right? Like
it's quite nice.
It's very proactive, so it deals with those things. So
you just search for the things you need. Ideally, like hopefully you find it, but there are not enough targets for everything, so you're gonna whiff a lot, but. I don't know. It was a fun deck. I might go back to 2 searchers.
Do you see yourself playing this in OP07?
I think with Rocket Luffy, it's going to be hard because your blockers don't do anything. Like even if you switch these out for Shirai's, it's the same shit. Yeah, black yellow Luffy is the menace for this deck.
Yeah. So maybe not. Do you know what you might be picking up at OP07?
I'll
maybe
try to
black
make this
yellow
work.
Luffy.
I'll try to make this work. If not, then black yellow Luffy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I have the deck made. Yeah.
I think if you can't beat him, join him. So
I think so.
I think that's the case. But hey, I appreciate this. You have any like shout outs? Anything we can buy of your merch, of your muscle milk? I don't know what you have.
I don't have any merch. I mean, I have a lot of cards for sale usually, so feel free to hit me up. Or if you have questions on Whitebeard, I'm always here to answer.
Cool, yeah. He'll be in my Discord on top of that, guys. He has a Twitter, a popular Twitter. If you check out that Twitter, it'll be in the description down below.
Cool.
But thank you all so much for watching the video. See you in the next one.
Thank you.
Ciao.
See you.